Rick.
David.
Rick.
Yeah.
I'm too drunk to do this.
When I'm going, let you come around anyhow. Run around town, down, won't you hear me now? People talking in the street, don't give a shout. Coming down the line, we running out of time now. When I'm going, let you come around anyhow.
Seaman
Run around
fairies.
town, down,
Seaman
won't you hear me now?
fairies.
People talking in the street, don't give a shout. Coming down the line, we running out of time now. When I'm going, let you come around anyhow. Run around
So
town,
we're just
down,
sitting
won't you
here
hear me now?
in the undisclosed location on the outskirts of Wichita, Kansas. And it's got a packed studio in here tonight.
I feel claustrophobic.
Do you?
No, I'm good.
I feel a little claustrophobic. That's okay. We got what? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 people in here. So starting on the left, I've got Jess on the left side of me here. Jess, what's going on?
Not much.
You're not fan-fucking-tastic tonight?
No.
You
No.
sure?
Very sober tonight and a long day.
To the left of her, Joe.
Howdy.
How you doing, Joe?
Just the same.
As you were last time?
Yes, sir.
Cool. And next to him, we have special people in house tonight. We got David.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, David?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
So
I'm
what do
doing really well.
What are you doing here?
You know, just came to chat, have a good time.
That's right. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Who's next to you, David?
Next to me is Amanda.
Hello.
And what are you doing here?
Just came to liven up the party a little bit.
And I have to divulge once again, Joe and Jess are a thing, and David and Amanda are a thing.
And then there's Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
What's up?
How are you doing today?
I am good. I'm
Yeah?
great. Yeah.
You need to trim that mohawk back a little bit.
You think?
Yeah, it's growing out too much.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not up
You
there.
sharpen it up.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You think?
I think so.
You have a mohawk, Kyle?
Yeah, see, that's what
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
even
He needs
notice.
to sharpen it up.
I didn't even notice.
Well, it's not up. I've been wearing a hat all day.
Oh.
Yeah. But if it was up, it looks pretty badass.
I just say go straight razor on it.
Yeah? On
Yeah.
the sides?
Yeah.
Well, when I'm up, I look pretty badass, too.
Go all fucking rancid on it.
Yeah.
Ruby, 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 Sue. Kyle, did I tell you what happened on the 4th of July?
You did not.
What did happen? Because
Kyle's my neighbor, so I have to tell him. The lady that lives on your street, catty corner at the end of the road,
Catty corner.
on the other side of the road, on the end,
Right.
on the north side,
Yeah.
we're standing there at my house lighting off fireworks. It's like 11 o'clock. And I'm sitting there cleaning shit up because we were pretty much done. And I see this lady standing at the end of my house shining a fucking flashlight on my face. I'm like, what is this lady doing? She's just standing there shining it on my
What?
face. So I picked up my mag light and I shined it right back in her face, and we both just
Flashlight
stood
battles.
there. Yeah, and she finally started coming over.
Yeah.
I'm 70 years old. I've lived here for 6 years. Everybody knows I have to get up for work at 7 in the morning. So I said to her, I'm sorry, we'll try to stop. Well, I work at 7 in the morning, and everybody around here knows that. And I said, I'm sorry, I'll try to work on my psychic abilities. She said, what'd you say? I said, happy 4th of July. She said, what? I said, good night. She started walking off. She goes, you fucking asshole. I was like, happy 4th of July, lady.
Dude, I don't even think I've ever seen that lady. You know what I'm saying?
because she works
Like
at
it's
7
like
in
the
the morning.
whole like Mr. Smith thing. You know what I'm saying?
Who cares
Like
if you've lived
there's
there
a
for 6
package to
years?
deliver to him, but you never see his face. That's what I feel like that lady
There's
is.
like CIA living there.
Is that the
I
lady
don't
that
know,
burns
but
An
I've
informant
never,
for
I
the
only
mafia?
see her like getting in and out of her car, like the back of her head. It kind of freaks me out.
What do you
Hilarious.
what do you guys think about the Higgs boson?
Yeah, I saw a lot of news about that, but I'm confused about what it is, except for Stephen Hawking lost the bet.
Yeah, because
I-
he said they'd never find it.
Yeah. So what is it?
What's what?
It's the particle that ties all matter together. It's like what gives us form. It's like what makes this microphone stand a microphone stand.
So they found it.
They think they have.
What are we talking
It's
about?
going to take a long time for them to determine it. I would assume they have, like, fucking bunches of people look at it.
All I know is Stephen Hawking owes some other guy $20.
$20.
I think he can't afford $20.
I don't think he carries a wallet. I'm just saying.
I heard he hasn't paid yet.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking's welching on his
Night.
bet.
Yeah. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
He's cheap. He's cheap. That's what I've learned from this Higgins business.
I will have your 20 for you next week.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yes.
My rent was late. I'm sorry. I had to pay the phone bill and my keyboard bill.
What were you talking about? I have no idea what's going on.
The Higgs
Stephen
boson,
Hawking.
the God particle.
Well, I know Stephen Hawking, but what?
Okay, the Large Hadron Collider. It's in, like, Sweden and France. It's, like, 17 miles long.
Head-run clatter?
Large Hadron Collider?
What?
It's very large.
The LHC.
Okay. LBC.
Yeah. Drama.
Long Beach, Cali.
What about LBC?
They smash particles together at, like, near the speed of light.
They do?
Yeah, and they were trying to find a particle called the Higgs boson, which ties all your matter together.
I just choked on my beer. What would you say? Higgs boson?
Higgs boson.
Higgs boson.
Higgs
This
boson.
is blowing Joe's mind right now.
And it's the one thing that keeps all your atoms from falling apart.
Damn.
And they said they could do 356 million collisions and only get it once. That's how rare it is. It's a rare piece of the world.
Amazing.
That's one of those things that you can't even fathom what that even means.
I want to get mine.
It's like that whole dark matter thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like space, like try to think about what space is, and that would be what that atom is, you know?
Be like being a microbe and floating around in that fluid.
Right.
It's like the
You don't know it's
Elmer's
there.
to my paper tissue.
Yeah.
Like a microbe in a puddle.
Exactly.
My Higgs just got blown.
Did you see that picture on Facebook that says, it's got a picture of the CERN LHC and it says, was it particle science gives me a hadron? Quantum science gives me a hadron or something?
I understand that.
Hadron in space!
And Jessica just sits there and just like, yeah.
She's totally bored.
The Zen cannot see your smile.
Dude, what were those particles you were telling me about the other day?
I don't remember the name of it, but
But-
it exists, and it's said to turn, it's whatever form it's in, the atom or molecule or whatever, when it touches like anything, it turns it into that matter. It's like supposedly just a nothing matter, and so everything gets like
Antimatter.
eaten by it. It turns into it. Like the world could be destroyed in a day.
But who
So
says
it's like a big black hole.
Yeah, but it's actually matter though.
Right. It's
But
like
black holes don't really matter.
it doesn't matter?
It's
to
just
me.
like
Well, yeah, but
a
it's-
ton of matter.
It'd be like a cloud of shit floating through space, and it hits Earth, and Earth just turns into that structure.
I gotcha.
Like transforms into like a gray goop or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
What happens if this particle touches this particle? That's what I want to know.
Nothing. It probably just absorbs it.
It absorbs itself.
Probably.
No gold.
Well, if you're gold,
There's no gold
you're probably
involved.
too heavy to touch something else. So you can't touch something else once you got turned into gold.
How do
Double
you
gold.
respond to that?
Then you get.
This is why we're here, people, so I can learn things and touch stuff and turn it to gold.
Are you gonna light that in here? Yeah, he is.
Oh
Watch out,
god.
Kyle.
Oh god.
Watch out, Kyle.
Oh god. Oh
Where's
god.
yours? Oh, glad. There's a dud. Fireworks.
That was the craziest thing I've
Where
ever
did
seen.
you get that?
Missouri.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Oh shit!
Oh, look what you did.
That's worse for me than the explosion for Jess.
I got this.
Glad it was a dud.
Welcome back to InSpace. I'm Nick McEwen. There we go. I got some artillery shells.
Shoot it at the door.
Next weekend.
Happy 4th of July, by the way.
That looks
I'll be around. Could you tell me what it is you feel? I would try and stop spending time, my dear. All I want is you to just see. My buddy said that girl's gonna kill me. Yeah, I'll be around. I'll be around. I'll be around. You can tell what I think and how straight that I feel. That when you see me playing, I want you to be real. And behind the jokes, every month's tension that you still. Someone tells you what you're thinking, you're gonna have to deal. I'll be around. I'll be around. I'll be around. I'll be around. When I look into your gypsy eyes, make me wanna hear your passion-filled cries. Got this burning feeling in my head to bring you home one night and break this goddamn pill. I'll be around. I'll be around. I'll be around. Oh, you can tell what I'm thinking, how strange that I feel. Well, when you see me playing, I want you to be real. How behind the jokes, every month, tension that you still. Someone tell me what you're thinking, you're gonna have to deal. I'll be around. 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 I'll be
Did I ever tell you the story about my Russian friend who he comes up to me and my friends, he's like, motherfucker is how he addresses us. It's either motherfucker or fucking pots. And so he comes up and we're sitting drinking coffee and he's like, motherfucker, I need to know how to spell fucking juice. And we're like, what? He says, fucking juice, motherfucker. I need to know how to spell fucking juice. Okay, dude, whatever. Like, Jews. Juice. So, the next day, like, me and my friends were sitting drinking coffee. He comes back. And he's like, piece of shit. You motherfucker, there's other way spelled juice. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Juice. Motherfucker. Juice. I'm like, okay, so what? And he's like, I text this motherfucker, pick me fucking juice up on the way home. So I guess he had texted his mom or whoever was here to pick him some Jews up on the way home instead of juice.
Hey, Mom, can you pick me up some Jews and maybe some Shiites? We'll take some Shiites. Some Kurds if you got them.
The funny thing is, this motherfucker's been here for like 17 years, man.
He doesn't know the difference.
Can't speak. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny. He was really mad.
Kyle, you got an article over there?
I sure do.
Don't sound too excited now.
Anyways, the article is about how we see colors and how different people can perceive colors as different shades or even completely different colors. And it kind of talks about how, you know, we all know that different colors can make you feel certain emotions. For example, like red makes you alert. That's why they make stop signs red, stoplights, you know, things like that, yellows.
But what they're saying is, like, my red looks like your blue.
Well,
or your purple looks like my green.
it could, because they say that people, there's no way of really proving that people perceive colors in the same way, because, you know, what I think of in my own mind as blue, that's just in my world. You know, for someone else, it could be perceived completely differently. But how would you be able to prove that your way is better than theirs or right?
Interesting.
So, okay, when I look at the green wall, you see the green wall, but in my perspective, the color you're actually seeing, the light refract, is blue.
Or it
Instead of
could
green?
be some sort of different shade of green. Maybe.
So not straight up different colors.
Right. It talks about how a certain neuron that can be altered, and it's not predetermined. So it's not like when you're born you're going to see colors differently than someone else. It's just how your world around you makes you kind of, your colors evolve, I guess, how you perceive them.
So that'd be like a virus.
Kind of, yeah, I think so. I mean, that's what it says also. It says, you know, that people could perceive colors as a certain thing, but, you know, how, of course, can you prove that the shade that you're seeing is the same as someone else looking at the same object?
Doesn't it say in that they infected some monkeys with a virus?
Yeah,
And their side effect was they could see the color red?
right.
Like outbreak?
It does talk about that.
They've done studies on this with different, like tribal groups and things. Like, for example, one tribe was I believe it was called the Donny tribe, and they were somewhere, was it Africa? They have two words for colors, you know, light and dark. But like after, you know, with like the different testing and things, you know, they discovered that, like, because they were trying to determine if language can influence perception.
Right.
So they're like, not they won't say the sky is blue, they'll say that the sky is light blue or the sky is dark blue.
Right. But you know, after like testing, they discovered like these people can distinguish between like yellow, red, blue, whatever. They just, in their culture, don't do that.
They have to be more exact than. Is it like, okay, is it like I could say there's a light brown and dark brown, a light purple and a light dark purple? Like, you
Like,
just
they
don't
have
say the
two
exact
words for
color.
They have two words for color. One is for all lighter
Like
colors
individual
together.
colors or for the word colors?
Just two words.
Just two
to
words for
describe
colors. But no, these guys,
And that's why we need to get headphones for everybody.
yeah. Originally, you know, like in their language, they say things are light or they're dark. But you know, when I don't know if the researcher who went there was American or British or whatever, I can't remember. But you know, they introduced them to different concepts of color. Like this is what is yellow. You know, this is what we consider blue, and they can still distinguish those different colors, you know, even more so than like light or dark. I don't know if that's what this article is getting at.
I think that's more of the perception of the color you see. Like, I see green, but in my perspective, you see that as red, but you call it green.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like I always thought if I had kids, like maybe I'd do like a little guinea pig experiment and teach them that, you know, what we typically consider as red. I'd teach them that, well, that's blue.
That'd
or
be like
something.
having a kid and naming him John, but spelling it M-A-R-K.
Yeah.
Be like, your name's John,
Just
and you
try to
spell it
mess 'em up.
M-A-R-K.
Right.
And you go to school, and the teacher would be like, Mark! He's like, nope, it's John.
Call the social services right now.
This is why I'm not having kids.
M-A-R-K.
Not ethical.
John. Mark in space!
Marky Mark.
And the Funky Bunch!
But no, they did the same thing with things that fly too. I know this is very off topic.
A little bit.
What?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Welcome to InSpace.
But they used to, like, this same tribe had two words for things that fly. Like one was for dragonflies. Like dragonflies, birds, airplanes, everything was classified under the same word. Things that flied and things that didn't. But they were still able to distinguish between, like...
So like an airplane and a bird would be called the same thing.
Yeah, but they could still distinguish between the two.
And same thing with like a little bug and a 747.
Yeah. Even though it's called the same word, they can still distinguish the two. I don't know where this came from.
You can't cite its source.
Ooh, it's the Whorfian hypothesis.
No, I know it's like Whorfian. I don't know why I thought of it.
Oh.
Well, it's pretty much, it's all perception.
We're talking about perception.
And that's more of a cultural perception than a like brain perception, right? Wouldn't that be?
Yes.
I think that's definitely some of it. I mean, but your surroundings and like your environment kind of make you perceive color in different ways. It's kind of like how you can be at a crime scene, like someone will witness something happen
and not be able to mention details.
Right, or they remember it completely wrong. Yeah. It's like they're convinced.
False memories. Elizabeth Loftus.
Yeah, they're convinced in their own mind that what they saw was exactly what they say. But in reality, they even have even done shows on that where they put people through a stressful situation and ask them questions after. And the things that they remember is just so far off, just, as far as small details.
They could actually lead the experience by asking certain questions.
Right, or they can ask them something that they had no idea was even in the situation. Like, something like there'll be a stabbing going on and a clown will, like, walk right through the middle.
No, but that's pretty... Yeah. If I see somebody getting stabbed and a fucking clown is walking, like, right in front of it all... that would be the only thing I would remember. Some dude was getting stabbed, and then this fucking clown was like riding a unicycle and juggling around this guy that was getting stabbed in the face.
Yeah, dude, but you can even like, based on the way that you interrogate or ask questions, you can implant.
Yeah, that's right. False memories
in people,
right.
and even like false confessions. Like even the person who was doing the stabbing. The way you ask the questions can influence.
You'd be like, I don't know what happened. I was too busy watching that clown.
Yeah.
Was there or was there not a clown?
But see, then again, that's just your perception of things. That's just how your mind works, It's how you solve a situation, so... But, I mean, beyond that, this is really about how you perceive the actual color, like, as if us looking at this rug on the ground, what type of green... or blue is that, you know what I mean? And what?
Well, I wonder if it goes so far as to like actually change colors. Like I was saying, like if it's like completely your Coca-Cola can is a different color from what I perceive than what you perceive.
Right, and that can go down to even more than just the neurons that they're saying that control your color perception. It can go more into like your eye, and if you have some type of condition that changes that, color blindness, there's different types of that. Sometimes there's a couple different types. There's either you see gray for a certain color, or you confuse different colors together. So like me, for example, I confuse blue and green together when they're side by side.
Right, because they're closer in the spectrum.
Right, but if you separate them outside of my view, I can view one color at a time. I could tell you that it's green or that it's blue, but when they're together, they look the same. So I couldn't tell you if it's either.
So you need to have like a white strip
in between to separate. Just because for some reason my brain and my eye just meshes them together into like one solid color.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've heard of things, though, also where people can, like, train their eyes to see the difference in, even things like stoplights. Like, this stoplight is more green than the next stoplight.
Wow, that's severe.
If that makes sense, like if you're able to perceive...
Being able to see, like, multiple shades of one color.
Yeah, if you're able to perceive the color and you, like, are...
Some lady can see every spectrum of color. They came out with it last week. And she can see millions more colors than we do. She sees twice as fucking many as what you can get on a HD TV. Like,
Yeah.
shit you would never even comprehend.
So wouldn't that allow
But
like
you-
Crazy.
glares and things like that to become more visible to you, and wouldn't that be distracting?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you
Yeah,
think so?
like in real life, that would be.
But wouldn't you
probably
get used to it?
terrible, but
It's like watching a kid who's like 4 years old get a pair of glasses when he's had bad vision his whole life and nobody ever noticed.
Yeah,
They put the glasses on and they're just like,
maybe it
this is
is
reality, and
What
he
the
can really
heck?
see
like
now.
supervision.
that's what that is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
I remember that feeling. It's like, whoa, those trees have individual leaves on them, not just
Yeah.
one big block of green.
I thought you guys were just wrestling, but now that I'm looking,
Get off my mom!
Uh,
Mom, meatloaf!
I don't know why we always take it to weird places
because we're weird.
in space.
Joe, you look like you're falling asleep over there. You haven't said anything for like 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
It was like 33 minutes.
Joe, what you got?
Well, you know, I got an article about a Albuquerque woman, New Mexico. She tried to sell her soul on eBay.
Not rent it, just sell it.
Just sell it.
Does it say how much she wanted for it?
What do you think a soul's worth?
Probably medical bills and expenses.
Just about. She was
Debt?
a freelance writer, it says.
Maybe she should go to one of those pawn shows on TV.
She probably should.
They would probably buy it.
What would that even entail though? Like what you buy somebody's soul, what does that mean though? Like is there stipulations? Is there a contract that says, okay, with my soul
Well,
you can tell me to do this, that, or the other because I own your soul, so if you commit a crime, it doesn't matter because it's not your soul.
eBay says they don't allow humans. You can't sell humans, the human body, or any human body parts.
Isn't there a
be
Tenacious
listed on
D
eBay.
movie about this?
I thought only the
Except
devil
for-
bought souls.
The
He
Pick
does.
of Destiny.
So she might be in the wrong market unless the devil's on eBay.
Well, you know, there's that whole soul bubble that's going on right now. It's about ready to pop.
Is it?
Yeah, like the housing bubble. What's the soul bubble? And so everybody's souls are so corrupt, it's getting ready to pop, and they'll be worth nothing. So you'll be
So-
buying souls at like a dime a dozen for real.
And then you sell them at elevated
Oh, you
cost.
wait
in
for the
about a
bubble
month.
to go back up. Yeah, when
Yeah.
everybody's buying
Yeah.
them up, everybody wants
It's
them.
like the
a cool-
stock market.
It's a cool thing to do. If you don't have a soul, you're a
everybody wants
fucking
a
loser.
soul.
So you can just get a couple extra to have on hand.
That's right. It's like cat lives. Like
Oh,
you can fucking die 9 times, you're good. And I'll just take your soul.
How
and
many-
then
Like I did a lot of shitty things with this soul. I need a new one.
It's really
How many
black.
souls do people have?
one.
One. You get one shot and you're going to
One
sell
shot
it?
and sell it on eBay.
Well,
Well, look what you do to your liver.
Well, but that's different.
Yeah.
My
Because
liver
we
doesn't have
can
a soul.
we can replace that.
in 15 years they'll be able to grow one.
We have surgery for that.
I don't think you can replace your soul.
Actually, I believe there's an app for that. So
I would also believe that. There's an app for everything.
there is new liver app. Would probably be for iPhone only though.
Is there a new penis app?
Oh, okay. We're
wanna sell my-
previewing the article.
I want to sell my penis on Craigslist. Just like a step
So I
down.
can get a new one.
Oh man, sounds
So
like the
what
worst
what is
idea.
that comment about?
Well, a woman in California tied up her husband, soon to be divorced husband, and so she tied him up with nylon ropes, sliced off his penis, and apparently that wasn't quite good enough because then she put it down the garbage disposal. She really wanted to get rid of it. But then she called 911.
Didn't she drug him?
I would hope so.
Like she drugged him or
She
something?
may
Drug him
have.
across
She may
the
have.
green carpet.
Well, if you don't wake up and that's happening and you can't knee somebody in the face, you're probably on drugs.
But when 911 came, they found him bleeding heavily from the groin area. Ugh.
So she's like a modern day Lorena Bobbitt.
Say,
You're right.
I just want to put on record.
Revisited.
I would be upset if my penis was chopped off when I woke up.
Well, who
That
wouldn't be?
would be pretty much it for me.
I'd
I
be
think.
upset if I got a pinky chopped off. I'd be upset if I got a pinky toe chopped
I
off,
second
dude.
that motion.
Like they make insurance policies just for getting something cut off.
I keep that in mind.
Like dismemberment clauses and insurance policies. You lose a finger, it's like 5,000. An arm, 10,000 or something.
Is that worth? Can you put a price on like an arm?
Yeah, if you're an insurance company, you sure as
Upset
fuck
would be an
can.
understatement.
Like J-Lo has her ass insured.
If she loses her ass, like if she loses a lot of weight and her ass is gone, how much does she get paid?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter now though. She's getting up there.
Because she's American Idol now. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Kim Kardashian came in and took over the ass.
And she also had sex with Ben Affleck and all those other guys that aren't around anymore.
dude, I feel sorry for her for that. For
Sean
having
Puffy
to do that.
Combs. P. Diddy. Calling you out, P. Diddy.
After Good Will Hunting, I'm sure like Ben Affleck was a hot commodity for about 3 months.
Probably.
But nowadays,
Got a fact for you guys. A new fact.
Fact Finder.
This is a fat fact.
Factoid in space! Did you know that if you blow a bubble up underwater using only acoustics, it creates light?
What?
What?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Like a burp
They don't
or
really
a fart?
know.
Or what, how do you create the bubble?
It's called sonoluminescence, the physical phenomenon by which sound turns into light as a mystifying magic trick. Despite 70 years of trying, scientists can still not fully explain how a bubble of air and water focuses acoustic energy a trillionth fold to spit out picoseconds of bursts of ultraviolet radiation.
Pico.
Does that have anything to do with like reflections? You
No,
know,
it's like the
reflectivity or
sound
whatever?
wave gets in the bubble and creates so much energy that it turns into radiated light.
That is so weird because sound doesn't move anywhere close to the speed of light.
Isn't that weird?
Sound
Initially,
does move faster underwater.
physicists
Yeah.
attributed the flashes to friction. In the late 1980s, though, they came to see that bubbles in a sound wave's path expanded rapidly, collapsed, heating gas inside them to temperatures hotter than the sun's surface. This collapse and heat, they determined, created a glowing plasma. So if you put a speaker underwater and blow up bubbles with it, it turns into a light show.
This kind of goes
It's
back.
so awesome.
What did it say? That's hotter
Is this
than what?
like
Hotter than the sun's surface. The
Okay,
surface of the
this
sun.
is like last week when we were talking about how they made that
The
particle
temperature.
that was
250,000 times. It was like 7
Yeah.
trillion degrees.
What is that? Scary.
15 degrees.
Hey,
that's you.
I have a fun fact.
What's that?
Did you know that why you smell? Do you know why you smell sometimes?
Because those particles are getting into your nose from whatever you're smelling.
Right.
So when you smell shit, it's because you have shit in your nose.
Right, but I mean like why you smell, like your body. Like BO. Do you know why?
Because it's decaying shit.
Because the bacteria on your skin eats your sweat and farts it out.
Well, and then it
You
dies
smell
and
like
it rots like
bacteria
anything
farts.
else.
What?
Yeah, did you know that?
So instead of a bacteriophage, it's a bacteria fart.
BO is bacteria farting on your skin
Bacterius operandi.
because they eat your sweat.
What was the suspect's BO? It was Bacterius operandi.
So
Well, he
next time
stunk.
someone smells, tell them they smell like bacteria farts.
You smell like bacteria. Yes.
Nick, you smell like bacteria farts.
Thanks. It's
Knack.
the new Justin Timberlake cologne.
Bacteria farts. People would buy that, I think. You had
Bacteria
Justin
farts
You
on a
Timberlake
bottle.
would
on a
if Justin
commercial.
Timberlake wore it, they would buy it. Because he's bringing sexy back still.
Oh yeah.
How long has he been bringing it back for?
Are you ready?
Since NSYNC.
Then we get the sexy time.
Very nice.
Very nice. Oh, my sister-in-law is actually from Kazakhstan.
Your sister-in-law is from Kazakhstan.
No fucking way.
Yes. And so I always say to her things like, "Very nice."
You gotta get that mic in front of your face.
I thought I was pretty loud to begin with, and it would pick me up anyway.
No, it's not even turned on right now.
Nick, turn me on.
No, turn the switch on it.
No, your mic is
That's
so.
that is your fault.
I didn't even touch it.
Let me do the Wookiee for a second.
The whole time.
Alright, that's enough, dude. Put it towards your face.
Well, Jessica's getting ready to read her
Oh, that's right. Okay.
article.
No, there's somebody else before me.
No, Jess, let's see what you have. Let's see what you have.
There is nobody before you.
Alright, Jess.
Oh, that was nice.
What do you got?
I caught that.
Ba-doom.
That was nice. Fairies or whatever
No,
it
okay.
is.
Seaman
It's Welder.
Where did the Seaman Fairies go, by the
It's
way?
Welder Gary.
Fairies is hiding.
GD Seaman Fairies.
Welder's
I would like
Welder
a Seaman
Gary.
Fairies.
Yeah.
Swap me deck.
Gracias for Seaman Fairies.
Jess, what do you have?
I don't fucking know.
Besides a hard on for me.
A hadron? She's got a large hadron.
A hadron.
A North Carolina man is saved from a deadly delirium condition. So, I think everybody's seen this on the news. I don't even watch the news, and I've seen this. To where, like, the cops will be getting ready to arrest somebody that's acting, like, freaking crazy as hell, and all of a sudden they just die. Okay.
Wait, what?
That happened to,
Just
that
like
happened to
freak
me.
out and like
It happened to
have a
me
heart attack.
once.
Well, like, before all the basalts started
yeah.
happening, but prior to that, there was a lot of incidences where, like, people were getting ready to get arrested because, like, they would just randomly do crazy shit, like beat people up for no reason, or, like...
Or the LA riot guy that just...
Are we talking about bullying or Rodney King?
Yeah,
I'm
Rodney
confused for a second.
No, like, even, like, worse
Like
than
just
that.
so fucking out of your mind, you can't. You don't even know people are there. Like,
Right.
You're just mumbling and in a stupor.
Right. And then, like...
And then just beat people up.
Right.
And then,
I've never
not,
been
not
there.
even. Yes, you have, and not even that though.
Have I?
yeah, I don't watch the
You're
news
wearing
live
something
for this.
sparkly or something shiny. I'm gonna punch you.
That's right. That's right. Has happened.
Or the-
Has happened.
what was that other one? The power punch, the stiff arm punch,
Oh, we
The
had
the
power punch
infinity
nights.
punch.
infinity
The
punch.
infinity
Yeah.
punch.
Yeah.
It goes until infinity.
You start from one side of the room and straight arm somebody on the other side of the room.
Until infinity.
Mike Tyson's punch-out disorder.
Right.
I was an Angry Bird for Halloween. I just fucking knocked people over all night.
Kyle, were you?
I really was. You wanna
Which
see?
one were you?
I was the red bird.
The red?
What's your Facebook web address?
Just
Look for Kyle Nash.
yeah. You can just look at Kyle Nash.
Fuck it.
Or not if you don't want to. That's fine too. You know.
You got that on your Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay.
man.
Kyle,
Go to InSpace and you'll see Kyle up there somewhere
But anyway,
on Facebook.
Hey, what does the rest of the article say?
Well, it says he was high on weed
Sorry,
once
Jess.
again.
Sorry, Jess.
Well,
Blaming weed for something else once again.
What are we blaming
Yes.
weed for this time?
A
All right.
psychosis.
Check this out.
Oh shit, Kyle, that is cool.
I haven't seen...
That is cool.
And we're looking at pictures across the radio.
Where
Yeah.
did you get that?
I got it at some
This in you?
Halloween store.
Oh.
Joe's seen that. You've seen that.
Oh, Angry Bird Kyle.
Damn.
Yeah, I wasn't joking. Just to prove it, you know,
Actually,
all you listeners out there, I really did it. I'm that fucking crazy.
Angry Turd
He
Kyle.
he was an angry bird.
For one
The
night.
lamest angry bird of all.
Yeah,
But
Jessica.
he was an angry
Yes.
bird.
yeah.
Classic.
Oh, okay.
The yellow are my favorite.
Me too. They didn't have that one though.
Hold on. We're like de-evolving here from the conversation.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got stuck on Angry Birds.
Yeah.
Take your fingers away
Which is,
from
it's
your
okay because it's easy to. I got addicted to Angry Birds for a while, so
Me too.
smartphones aside.
yeah. Okay, Jess.
Okay, so they have labeled it as excited delirium,
That
is what they're calling it.
That is not my beer.
And the only drug they found him to be under the influence of was
They only found him to be under the influence of marijuana, but I am totally... I never do it, and I don't like it. But I am totally for legalizing it.
Are we past?
well. At least he wasn't all nom nom nom.
But the other main contributing factor, besides drug use, to excited delirium is psychotic problems or medications. It's the second most
Pharmaceutical
common cause.
medications.
Which medications, Jess?
Pharmaceutical.
It does not say.
Okay, but I can honestly believe that just because, I mean, you listen to any drug, as far as prescription medication goes, commercial on TV, it's like normally, you know, a couple minutes long or whatever at the most. Sometimes, like...
We talked about this last week, though.
Yeah, they go through it and it's just like, you will
You could
probably
die. Yeah.
if you take this. Right. So it goes back to last week, you're right. But, I mean, that just goes to show. That shit happens.
But what they're saying is that people that continuously experience this excited delirium will actually
Stop
develop
their
a
own heart.
long QT syndrome, a heart rhythm disorder that causes fast and erratic heartbeats, which is why these people who do this...
So it's not like a panic attack. It's like a super panic attack.
What if it was like the
Where your brain
feigning-
just goes haywire.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen the feigning goats?
Yeah.
Where you yell at them and they just
Boo!
fucking
Hey!
go stiff and fall over.
Like
The men who yell at
Dawson,
goats.
Dawson.
The men
Yeah.
who yell at goats.
I mean, the men who yell at boats.
Boats and hoes.
I think you meant the men who stare at goats.
Yeah. You yell
the
at boats.
The men,
You like to watch your neighbors watch
The men who
TV?
stare at goats. Yeah.
The men who yell at boats.
the men who yell at boats. All right.
Boats and hoes.
I will
boats
accept
and
that.
hoes.
I will accept that.
The Nina, the Pinta,
The Santa Maria. I'll do you in the bottom while I'm drinking sangria.
Number one answer.
Nachos,
Lemon heads on my dad's boat.
A boat won't sink because my dick can't float.
All right.
So that's where that story goes.
Damn.
Actually, Jess, I have kind of a supplemental thing here. This talking about like a nicotine vaccine. I'm using quote.
You're a
you,
poet and you didn't know.
can't see that because
For those who can't see, I'm using quotes.
he's got the air quotes going on.
Air quotes, because in mice, you know, they were able to make this. Actually, what happens, like when they, I'm just gonna say-
Hold up. Let's rewind. Start over.
You're having a Joe moment.
I'm just gonna say fuck this article because I feel like I need to get some background.
A nicotine vaccine.
Yeah, but we need to get some background.
Did you read it?
Get your nickel back.
Yeah, I read it.
Okay.
I read it. The thing is, like, to do these studies on mice, like, what they do is they feed these mice, like, on 85% of their normal diet. So they somewhat starve them.
Like, you know, I want that cheese on the burger, but
They somewhat starve them so the mice eat. You know, so they can condition them
Yeah.
to do things to get food. It's very inhumane. BTW.
Is this like Pavlov's dog?
BTW.
what's that mean?
You know? Oh yeah, you're right.
So what are they saying?
Skinner.
Basically, you can transfer it over to humans, and you can like take a vaccine to where nicotine doesn't affect you at all, so the addictive properties are gone.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Is they're you know,
I mean, like-
putting this drug in mice where, you know, is basically like an
Does that mean like bad girls wipe or?
it's basically like a drug that mice don't, that they give to mice that blocks the mice's
Receptors.
receptors for nicotine.
Yeah. They used to have a similar shot for smokers that
It's an
whenever your body
inhibitor.
would ingest nicotine, it would make you sick to your stomach and throw up.
Yeah, and that's what they're
drinking.
that's what they're thinking about now.
It's like associative, like disgust.
It's like Dennis
No,
Hopper.
that's what they're thinking about now with this extra medicine.
I'd take it. I'm smoking a cigarette right now. I've smoked like 4
I got
in
my
the
eye
past
poked
10 minutes.
out and I'm in Waterworld. What's up?
But
I'm a receptor for nicotine.
the thing is, they're trying to like give this to kids, you know, so they never
like
start
at birth
smoking.
or something?
Yeah, so they never start smoking. They're trying to be like, oh, let's give this to kids so they never start smoking. Let's never introduce them to Joe Camel.
I think
You know
that's
what I
gonna
mean?
turn into like like a money thing. Like each shot is gonna be like ridiculously expensive, and they're like, "Hey, you don't want your kid to be a meth head and do coke and heroin and speed?
Here's our
Come get all
anti-meth
these
shot.
shots."
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Individually for each drug.
Do you want the brain not to respond to alcohol, nicotine, marijuana, or speed?
Yeah.
Come
That's
take
what
this
I'm saying.
shot for $20,000 and your kid will
So does
never
that
get
mean the
addicted.
kid would just be like at a party, just getting hammered, like, but he can't feel anything?
He wouldn't be
so
able
just
to
dies
alcohol
of
poisoning.
alcohol
That's right.
poisoning.
There's a lawsuit there, and it hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
It hasn't even like been designed, and we've already got
Just
lawsuits
like, yeah, I'll
for
do a
it.
keg stand.
Dude, I drank
Fuck
3
it.
fucking gallons of whiskey last
Yeah.
night, and I'm not even hungover.
You guys aren't shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
If
can you
everybody
just
had
be
that
like,
shot, though, it'd go away.
oh, you serve my parents alcohol, and then you serve my alcohol,
Yeah, exactly.
so I'm gonna be fucking hungover.
Nico babies.
Yeah.
You know, and then everyone's smoking cigarettes.
I can't wait for the time when it comes. We'll be instead of crack babies, there'll be nicotine babies because nicotine will be outlawed like a motherfucker someday. You know it will.
Yeah.
And people with like low fetal birth weight or
My baby's smoking a cigarette. So I drowned her in the pool in Florida. I'm gonna make some money
No,
off
but
it.
you know that tobacco runs our society.
Oh, for sure.
well, and it's not just tobacco though. It's all the shit they put in it to make
Yeah.
you smoke it.
No, you know that. Yes,
Even though it did found this country for a while. You know that, right? This country wouldn't be here if it wasn't for tobacco.
no, I know that. While I'm trying to grab,
It wasn't
beer.
Christopher Columbus. It was tobacco.
It was Philip Morris that founded this
Tobacco
country, not
founded the country.
But
See, they're
you know, this country is found on tobacco.
yeah.
It's just what we just.
It
said
is.
just
This is what
now.
they were all growing when they moved here.
Biggest cash
I know
crop.
you just said that, you motherfucker.
Oh, you motherfucker!
I'm
The
gonna
Russian
fuck you up
accent.
as soon as this recorded stops.
Joe's gonna get infinity punched. Yep.
you are about to get an infinity punch, Joe. But no, for
Last
real.
week he was Hollywood Joe. This week he's Infinity Punch Joe and Beyond in Space.
He's gonna get one like this.
I can't see that.
Like what?
Nobody can see that.
My arm is outstretched for infinity punch. But no, I'm serious. Like
Like a heart
She's
attack?
like, take your beer.
Like a heart attack. Serious, like a heart attack.
no, I'm serious. Like
Infinity Punch is building
For
up,
real?
Joe. You better be careful.
I don't know why she's touching me.
I think that welder Gary's got to you.
Did the
Seaman Harry's.
The welder Gary.
Harry's getting
The
me.
Welder Gary.
Welder Gary's.
Chewbacca.
In space.
I'm sweating. And if you don't get it out of my way, I'm
Go
serious.
Sports, team number 1.
I will cry chop it, Kyle.
Alrighty, Chopper!
Cool wearing Chiefs hats.
Yeah.
You
Kansas
need to
City
quit
Chiefs
wearing
suck.
Chiefs hats, and everyone that needs to quit smoking around me, so I quit having hallucinations.
Go Broncos.
Are you leaving, David?
Oh my Tebow.
Bye.
I'm leaving because you guys are exploiting me. Because I'm black.
Thanks for coming.
I was blackout drunk. Was I that bad?
No. That's a first. Of course, it's the second episode, but that's a first. How did that happen?
Dude. I was just getting ready to say let's do another shot of the old, What is it, Kyle?
Seaman Harry. Well, we did kind of encourage him because he was like, I'm supposed to be drunk for this? We're like, yeah.
Nick,
David.
Nick,
Yeah.
I'm too drunk to do this.
I'm sorry.
Are you swabbing the deck, me
Are you
baby?
swabbing the deck?
I smell like onions, Nick.
You smell like onions?
Yeah, from those hamburgers.
I'm sorry. That's what you get when you buy 30 hamburgers.
That's what you get when you buy some hamburgers, I know.
Are you going to be okay walking home?
Yeah, I got a man to guide me.
Okay, good.
Walk the planky.
She's like his
We'll
Sherpa.
Be okay. We'll be okay.
You'll be okay. All right. Well,
Save
thanks
your
for
energy.
coming.
Drinks are coming for sure.
For sure.
All right. I'll see you later, man.
Thanks for having me over, Nick.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Maybe with less rum.
We will next time. I will not drink so much.
Okay.
For real.
All right.
David, more whiskey.
Alright, see you, Nick.
Be safe, dude.
So the whiskey makes you frisky.
Oh, it makes you.
Rum makes you.
Dumb.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yarr.
Hey, guess what? A singing passenger creates flight delay at JFK, according to MSNBC.com.
Singing?
Yep. A woman on board a plane still on the ground at John F. Kennedy International Airport was met by police and removed when she wouldn't stop singing loudly. Crew members on Caribbean Airlines flight BW501 scheduled to fly to Trinidad asked the passenger to lower her voice. After repeated requests, the woman became belligerent, said the airline spokesman Clint Williams. The flight was delayed because of the disturbance. The singing passenger was rebooked on a later flight, Williams said. No charges have been filed at this time.
This kind of makes me ask the question.
What you want, huh? Baby, I got it, huh? What you need, huh? Baby, ma'am.
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 We're gonna have to ask.
I'm gonna tase you. Huh? What you want? Shut your fucking mouth, bitch. Don't tell me what to do.
It makes me wonder if it was an American Idol flight or like something that like.
It kind of makes me wonder.
I hate to say that one in particular pops into my mind. Is that bad?
It's, a lot of white people don't go around singing, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Jessica.
3 different races pop into my mind.
What races?
Caucasian, Asian, and African American.
White and Asian do not pop into my head unless there's a karaoke bar involved, and then it's white hillbillies and Asians. There's a karaoke bar.
I was thinking about like Greyhound, what races, like singing dogs.
Hey, you need to slow down.
Greyhound. Why are we talking about Greyhound?
Well, you guys are talking about races, so.
Oh, like racing Greyhounds?
Right.
Okay.
He went a total different way with that one.
What you want in space?
When I'm gonna let you come around anyhow. Run around town, down, won't you hear me now? People talking in the street, don't give a shout. Coming down the line, we running